Hello, brothers and sisters. I am Michelle Clark, and I am the second counselor in the stake primary presidency. If you are like me, you may have days where you feel like your house and your life is messy. Gone are my dreams of my home rivaling the one on the cover of a home and garden magazine. There are days where I sometimes feel like my dream of living happily ever after have turned into more of a living happily never after. Well, that is probably an exaggeration. I wouldn't say life is happily never after, but happily ever after isn't quite right either. The truth is that it is both. The life of a parent is both sweet and challenging, and it is likely to get a little messy. In the words of Elder Jeffrey R. Holland, the work of a parent is hard. The young years are often those when either the husband or wife or both may still be in school. Finances fluctuate daily between low and non-existent. The apartment is usually decorated in one of two smart designs, Goodwill Provincial or Early Mother Hubbard. Through these years, parents go longer on less sleep and give more to others with less personal renewal for themselves than any other group I know. But on the other hand, there is this beautiful quote from Sister Marjorie Hinckley. I don't want to drive up to the pearly gates in a shiny sports car wearing beautifully tailored clothes and perfectly manicured fingernails. I want to drive up in a station wagon that has mud on the wheels from taking kids to scout camp and with a smudge of peanut butter on my shirt from making sandwiches. I want to be there with children's sticky kisses on my cheeks and the tears of a friend on my shoulder. I want the Lord to know I was really here and that I really lived. What I learned from these two quotes is that a little messy is normal and even good. But what do we do when we feel that the mess has become too messy, leaving us with a feeling of overwhelm? I took notes from a young mother in my ward who recently gave some fabulous advice on this. Shay Johnson was reading in John chapter 4 about the woman at the well, a Samaritan woman whose life became quite messy. In verse 18, she meets Christ at the well. He lets her know that he already knows her situation and her past. Shay says, I imagine she thought her life was embarrassing or maybe complicated, like it had become too messy. I do not know this for sure, but maybe aspects of her life didn't turn out the way she wanted. Shay goes on to say, what I love about this story in John chapter 4 is that Christ didn't get lost in her mess. He got straight to the point and to the business by declaring himself as the Messiah and offering her living water. He offered her hope, perspective, and love that she probably hadn't been shown in decades. Jesus seems to meet people where they are. At any point in our spiritual journey, he'll be there for all of us and offer hope for us and perspective and love. Why? Why will he be there for us? Because he loves us. He knows our potential and who we truly are. Elder Boyd K. Packer said, you are a child of God. He is the father of your spirit. Spiritually, you are of noble birth, the offspring of the King of heaven. And President Spencer W. Kimball adds, let there be no question in your mind about your value as an individual. The whole intent of the gospel plan is to provide an opportunity for each of you to reach your fullest potential, which is eternal progression and the possibility of godhood. It is my prayer that as parents, we will be able to see beyond our imperfections and self-doubts and recognize who we truly are, glorious sons and daughters of Almighty God. While we are striving to reach our fullest potential, life will get a little messy, and that is okay. That is the way it is supposed to be. And yet, if we reach out to Christ, he can meet us where we are and lift us up and clean us off while we do this great work. One final thought. Great moms have sticky floors, messy kitchens, piles of laundry, dirty ovens, and happy kids.